We are looking at Ty Lopez. I had no plans to do Ty Lopez, and suggestions that get done and get priority are the ones that come through Patreon. All the YouTube suggestions, they kind of get written down as I like, you know what, that sounds pretty good. I'm going to write that one down. No one suggested it on Patreon yet, but this one's really good. Let me put this in the little file of if I don't have anything that day, I'll throw it out there. But someone put a bunch of money in my PayPal account to do this video. Now I have since taken away the PayPal and that ability. Not that I don't appreciate it, because I appreciate everyone. Not all my videos do I make money on. Some of them are copyrighted, and the one who owns the copyright runs commercials on it and makes the money. Some of them have been demonetized by YouTube because it's deemed unfriendly to advertisers. So I do appreciate all the help. I really do. There is a section on Patreon, and it's a very limited number, I think 3 patrons a month, that if I do a video of just random people, it's $2,000 a month. And all the people you want to over a year span of one a month. And I do it specifically for that way to deter stalkers stalking other people wanting just information on others. So we're doing Ty Lopez. H3, I don't know if anybody knows who they are, did a very good job of debunking this man being legitimate in anything. Called out all of his lies. He is a deceiver. He is deceiver to the 10th level deceiver. But we'll go through and look at some of his body language and see, what exactly is going on in that head of his. Or at least try to see what's going on up there. Let's get started. He's leaned forward into his audience right off the bat. That's what I want you to look at, because this goes pretty fast.
Entrepreneur is a means to an end. You don't want to live your life lifting weights. It's a means to an end.
Now you see a lot of eye movement. He's looking, it's not exactly down. It's pretty much just straight out. And he's thinking out his responses as he goes. He's having one of his deep thought sessions.
To put on muscle, to increase your metabolism, to change the direction of your telomere growth.
Now he brought up his eyebrows in a believe me session as he's speaking, which kind of tells me that in the way he kind of moved away from that as well, that this is not a subject he is actually really familiar with.
You get older because the way...
And he's moved away from it, and he's trying to explain it. Stress, and the eye squints down.
Your telomeres, your cells.
And his eyebrows are going up here, as in like, I know what I'm talking about.
Change size. Lifting weights has been proven to reverse that. You want anti-age, that's why you lift weights.
And now he leans back into what he's comfortable talking about.
But you don't live a life to lift weights. If you met anybody and you say, what is your life for? Oh, I want to take a piece of steel and go like this. They're a fool. It's a means to an end. And the second in life you make the tool the end, you're like the carpenter whose goal is to hold a hammer, not create a house he can live in. You become,
There's really not much intelligent in this man. He is only looking down and looking inward for his ramblings. Intelligent people will look all over the place because they have to live off the environment in they're in. They have to have information from all aspects of life. And he is only looking into self. So all of his information comes from self. And anything that he has tried to learn about or pretend that he knows anything about comes off as disingenuous and the believe me attitude, because he looks more to self and his self-interpretation of it, like telomeres.
Hire somebody not to hold a hammer. The tool's irrelevant. If they could do it without it, I'm sure at some point in the...
And then just brushes it away. That hand that goes out just pushes whatever it is away. Whoever would, say whatever he's saying is ridiculousness.
future. They'll be able to build houses without hammers. So they'll get rid of them. At some point, we might evolve as a society where you don't need entrepreneurs. There's some collective intelligence that works together. The smartest people coalesce, and it's this single focus entrepreneurs.
And he's only looking in himself for this. We don't need entrepreneurs. He's doing a walk around holding the camera, which is the equivalent to having a mirror type conversation with yourself. I'm going to watch about 30 seconds and pay attention to how much he looks directly at the camera and this area and the movement that he gives to his neck and head.
Walk off the street with no skills and you'll be like, I believe in you. When there's 100 people standing behind you that put in the work, come on now. I'm just like, I try not to be.
He's talking to himself. He is literally talking to himself, and he really enjoys talking to himself. He likes his own ideas. He likes the camera. He keeps mentioning mentors, but they're just his flagpoles when he mentions mentors. We go back.
My mentors didn't tell me I needed it.
My mentors didn't tell me I needed it, and he had to look up this way. He just says that as a flagpole. He's not really accessing anything that anyone told him. He's only looking into self. He's selling himself. And he's not that bright. He reminds me of a thug. All talk, no action, not really a whole lot going on upstairs. They don't look for information outside themselves. They only look for information within themselves, and they only believe what they tell themselves. Unless you've got a bigger whatever, then they believe what you say. And everybody that has any intelligence can smell the BS coming from a mile away, which is why he has gone to the extent that he's gone to rent this house and rent those cars. That is a lot of money to be thrown away just to look successful. And if you don't believe me, go to H3H3 because they've already done the homework. I'm just telling you what his body's saying. I am going to stop this here because he is off the chain on himself. And it's just more of him talking of himself, and I'll pretty much just be repeating exactly what I'm saying right now. Oh, look, he's talking about himself. He's more into self. I thank you for all of your support. I thank you for this channel growing. I know I haven't said anything else lately about this channel growing, just for the simple fact that it just, all of a sudden, it was like, I just mentioned 5,000 subscribers and we're at 10,000. Then it was like, I just mentioned 10 and now we're at 15. I'm just going to stop mentioning. As much as I love promoting this channel, I want all of you to, as you learn it, to promote that learning as well. You know, teach it. And if you don't feel you can teach it, send them to the channel. Or, you know, get them interested in paying attention to other people. I very much thank you for all of you. If you like it, leave a like. If you like the content, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.